Says her home and business are being affected by constant flooding. She told us it usually happens when a field nearby is irrigated. Channel 5's Trace and Bragg went out to find out why.
We found out her neighboring farmer may not be to blame. Linda Cáceres is a mother of three and a business owner. She and her husband work hard to maintain their San Benito business, Vidales Autoplex. She says they've owned the auto lot for almost 15 years. They even built their home next door. For years, they've had one problem.
They don't take care of the water. They leave it running and it causes issues at my business and home. The asphalt sinks and we've fixed it 3 times already, but now we've already repaired it with concrete. The cost for the driveway was $8,000.
She explains the water comes from her neighbor's farm. When the flooding is bad, it also keeps potential customers away. That's something she and her husband can't afford. Their home is also affected. She says her yard is becoming a breeding ground for mosquitoes.
I'm afraid of the mosquitoes with that sickness that's spreading around right now, Zika. It's a real issue. You can see that the water is really dirty and it smells bad, like fish.
We reached out to Chris Bauer. He's a farmer who leases her neighboring field. The water runs from his cotton field. He's been farming since the 70s. He says flood irrigation is a must for his cotton crops.
The flood irrigation, it has to fill up, and then we change rows, and then we have to drain that water out after it fills up.
And what happens if you don't drain that water?
Well, if there's no drain, then if this water sits there for 3 or 4 days, the crop dies.
Bauer tells us he understands Cáceres' frustration. He knows the flooding has been a problem for years. He's even hired a worker to focus on the irrigation to limit the amount of water used. They discovered the problem isn't the irrigation technique.
And then I have him check those pipes because some of them are collapsed and some of them are got grass in front of them and trash in front of them, and the water won't drain out. So it's a problem. That TxDOT's drainage.
The Texas Department of Transportation maintains the roadside ditches. We reached out to them to see what can be done to fix this problem. They sent this statement. Areas where ditches are used for retention are checked to ensure that the culverts, which help to stabilize the amount of water in the ditches, are clear of debris, grass, and other materials. TxDOT makes all efforts to ensure that the ditches are trash-free and, if need be, the ditches are regraded. Cáceres and her husband say they want to see their tax dollars get something done to fix the problem.
And that was Trace and Bragg reporting. Bauer says he's done irrigating his cotton field for this year. The irrigation will again begin early next year for him. We'll continue to track to see what changes are made by TxDOT.